Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and your host for Sanford Says. Today we have another great guest with us, and his name is Marlon Hooks. Marlon is with the City of Sanford, and he is a Public Works Senior Inspector. Welcome, Marlon.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Today's topic is about the Myrtle Avenue streetscape. And when we talk about streetscapes, that's a nice sounding word because that means like beautification is happening. Is that correct?
Indeed.
And so today we're going to be talking about the Myrtle Avenue streetscape project, which is happening next week. They're breaking ground. And so Marlon is here to share that project, highly visible project in the downtown area of Sanford, and he's here to share some details about that, especially because we're going to have a road closure coming up.
Correct.
So, Marlon, can you give us a roundabout view of the Myrtle Avenue streetscape? What can people expect? What can we look forward to when it's complete? And of course, most currently is our street closure information for the week of July 6th.
Okay. I can definitely give you some information about that.
Yeah.
Let's start about the scope of the project. We're going to be going from Fulton Street to 3rd Street on Myrtle doing the streetscape. One of the major issues that we've had in the downtown area is parking. So we will be having on the street parking both sides of the road from 3rd to all the way to Fulton. So this is a very important and how I would say something that's needed, especially in the downtown area. We're going to have adding new sidewalks, some utility pavers, make it match some of the other areas downtown. There's going to be actually on the between 3rd and 2nd, going to kind of reroute the road to kind of straighten it out, things like that. As well as we're going to have some stormwater improvement along with this project. Now, the major issue that I know everybody's waiting to hear about, of course, is the road closures. The first closure will start from Fulton to 1st Street on Myrtle. It will start July 6th, and it will run roughly around to November. One of the reasons why it takes that long because we have some storm structures there. That's a major deal. And especially when you're figuring a lot of this stormwater is going to the lake. You have St. John Water Management rules and regulations that we have to abide by. So we have to make sure we have this done properly.
I see. And so for those listening that may not be too familiar with the terminology or our street names outside of our locals that may be listening, this is right in the heart of our downtown area and
Yes.
not even, I would say, less than a mile to the waterfront, correct?
That's
Myrtle
correct.
Avenue.
Yes.
And so 2nd and 3rd. So this is really, it's going to be a welcoming streetscape that really just builds, like you said, on previous projects.
Yes.
Completed throughout the city and crucial infrastructure that's going to be added on, correct?
Yes, that is
and
correct.
renovated.
That's correct.
So that's really good to know. And so the contractor and working on this project, you won't see those out there that are working on the project. The city contracts with a company
Yes,
to do the work.
That's correct.
And folks like yourself are out there to monitor the project, project manager along with Jeff Davis, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, Gomez Construction was the contractor that was awarded the project. The project is about $2.7 million. And we've worked with Gomez before. They've done an excellent job. Several different projects that we have, we work well with them. So we anticipate a awesome job being done. We anticipate it really being beautiful and enhancing what we already have got going on downtown.
Right, and from what I see here in my notes, so it says 141 10 by 20 by 5 angled parking.
Yes.
2 9 by 12 parallel parking. We're going to have electric vehicle charging stations down there too.
That's correct.
We're going to add 2. 6 handicap parking stalls, and so it looks like estimated 151 total parking spaces that will be added when is the project going to be all said and done, particularly because you said there's going to be phases to this. This
Yes.
is the first phase.
Well, this is the first phase for as far as closures. Again, when we say phasing, most of it is going to be based on the closures because for our drainage purposes, we're starting from Fulton, working our way back up to 3rd. It's the easiest way. The storm pipe is going to go in first. So that's the main reason why we have the road closed. But the total project is a year-long project. Now we do anticipate they may be able to finish early than that. Depends on, of course, it's an older area of Sanford. Sometimes you come
historic,
across,
let's say historic.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. The historic area of Sanford, and again, sometimes you encounter some stuff that you just didn't anticipate, and you have certain delays. So we have a cushion within that contract, but we believe we're pretty confident it should not take the full year. And again, at the end of this project, we will have definitely a beautiful streetscape on Myrtle.
Right, and so this is funding from. How is this funded? This project?
I believe it's the 1 cent sales tax.
Penny cent sales tax. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, so it's called the Myrtle Avenue Streetscape.
Yes, it is.
One of many streetscapes that have been already completed in downtown, the Sanford Avenue Streetscape, funded by the CRA.
Yes, we did Oak Avenue. That I believe that was CRA funded as well. As far as the downtown area, we also had the 1792 beautification streetscape that we also completed. Actually, Gomez was part of that as well.
Right, and so it's great to see this finally coming to fruition, because projects are discussed, talked about, funded. You put out you do have RFPs for contractors, and now it's happening finally.
That's correct.
And so it's another just piece to this giant picture of Sanford's new view and attraction for others to come down and see, because so much has changed and our city is growing exponentially, and the city of Sanford is investing in our infrastructure and creating these beautiful new streetscapes.
Definitely. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. I had a conversation with a resident, and they were just comparing maybe 15 to 20 years ago what downtown looked like and compared to now and how active it is. You go downtown anywhere from a Wednesday all the way through Sunday. It's always something going on. The city has done a great job of improving and give you that historic feel with the brick pavers and things like that, and the lighting.
Yeah.
Those things have definitely made a huge difference in the improvement of downtown, and I look forward to many more things being done by our city to even enhance it even more.
Right, and you can hear that, Marlon. You could work in communications. You've got I mean, even our public works inspector has got a good promotional view on the city of Sanford.
Of course.
So, but is there anything else that we want to say to our listeners about the Myrtle Avenue streetscape? Just be patient, right?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say, please be patient, but also I want to let people know all the businesses will be open and have access. I know like Henry's Depot, Tuffy's, and they're going to be impacted the most because we're directly on Myrtle, but they are open for business. Do not stop and, not patronize these businesses. They are going to be open the entire time. We will have access to those businesses. So please come on down and enjoy the businesses and our city as a whole.
That's right. Please do that. Come on down and enjoy the city of Sanford. So the Myrtle Avenue Streetscape, roadway realignment and reconstruction of Myrtle Avenue from West Fulton Street to West 3rd Street, creating a welcoming streetscape that builds on previous projects completed throughout the city and adding crucial infrastructure. So thank you, Marlon. I think that's a wrap here. People will understand that we are doing a street closure beginning on July 6th. We'll have that information on the city's social media as well, and there's capital improvement project information on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. So thank you for being here. You're super busy. You came out of the field into City Hall to
still sweating from all this hard work.
I see that. I appreciate you, and thank you again.
You're most welcome.
All right. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford. You're listening to Sanford Says. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcasts and on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye.